There once was a young, brave, and adventurous woman who went by the name Bluebird. She was nicknamed this because when she was young, she used to be a small and delicate child. But once she grew up, that all changed for the better. She had only one dream in life, and that was to help and heal her community. She had wanted to be the next medicine woman for so long and took it upon herself to do day-to-day tasks for her mentor throughout her years of training. Although one certain day she was given some life-altering news, her mentor said something she had never been expecting. "Bluebird, you have been a great student, and I have decided that it is time that I join the elders of the village. So I need you to take on the role of being the next medicine woman. All you need to do is complete one last task for me." With this, she sent Bluebird on her final test. She was nervous, but her mentor informed her that she would need to find the rarest ingredients for the rarest remedy in order to complete her training. After being informed of what she would have to do, Bluebird realized she had never done anything this extreme, but she knew she needed to prove herself, so she agreed to it. Her mentor warned her to be cautious in the woods, but she just brushed the thought away, knowing nothing was going to happen to her, right? She had lived on the land since birth and explored the woods when she was playing with the other children in her younger years, so she knew where to find all the ingredients. She went to the tree where the sage and the elderberries grew. She went looking for the yarrow by the river, but while she was exploring, she heard a rustle in the bushes. She turned around to see where it was coming from, but she didn't see anything. But she knew something was wrong, and she was suspicious. She just turned back around, ignoring it, continuing to pick up the moonwort, thinking she was imagining things, but she knew the woods like the back of her hand, and that surely wasn't a squirrel. So she decided to look just in case. She paused what she was doing and began to scan around the forest. Then she heard another sound and another. She walked away, but the rustling followed her. She begins to walk faster, but the sound trails after her. She turns around and is face to face with a massive Florida panther. She stood frozen as the panther walked closer. He's foaming at the mouth, growling and panting. She tried not to make eye contact with him, terrified that if she did, she'd be attacked. The panther was clearly sick and started to chase after her. Bluebird slowly backed away and then started to sprint deeper and deeper into the forest, trying to lose the panther.
She threw a sachet filled with all the items for a recipe back at the panther, hoping to sidetrack him. However, the panther just continued his hunt. As Bluebird kept running, trying to find a place to hide, she eventually finds a rose bush and tries to stay as silent as possible as she gets stabbed by the thorns, wincing in pain. She knew if she made a sound, she'd be killed. Finally, she heard the panther stopped, so she assumed he had left, and she came out of the bushes. She sighed with relief that she had escaped, still feeling jittery from the near-death experience. As she was in knees, the panther came back, charging at her, so she ran again, feeling the grass beneath her feet and the adrenaline coursing through her veins. She turned back to see how close the panther was, but she made one wrong step that caused her to trip and fall off a cliff. She thought it was over for her, but no. Thankfully, Bluebird had fallen on a ledge. She stayed quiet and didn't move at all, hoping the panther would go away. Instead, the animal stayed. Bluebird remained still. That was until she saw the most delectable and juiciest strawberry she had ever seen. It was bright red and as big as her hand. She quietly reached over the vine and pulled the fruit off, immediately eating it, her eyes widening in surprise over how good it was. Although a rabid animal was above her and a 40-feet drop below her, she didn't seem to care at the moment and was only focused on enjoying the strawberry. After she finished, she snapped back into reality just to see the panther take its final swing before losing its balance and falling off the cliff to its death. She quickly climbed up the cliff using the strawberry vine with all her strength and returned back to the village. Yeah, she lost all her ingredients, but she had a wonderful story to tell the community. She told the others in her village, "I regret disappointing you all, especially my mentor, but I could not make the recipe in time. But now I have a wonderful story of how I risked my life and survived, and I think that's much better than any title I was going to receive." Her mentor shook her head, saying, "Bluebird, I admire your efforts and strength. I would love for you to be the next medicine woman." Bluebird widened her eyes as her mentor handed her the medicine bag that had been passed down for generations. All of the villagers clapped, and Bluebird remained the medicine woman until she passed away, years later.
The moral of the story is to have your strawberry moments. Whether things are bad or not, still remember to enjoy the little things in life. Be present in the moment just as Bluebird was.